Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM20 Career Mode, episode 165. We're at the Cadell Evans Great Ocean Road Race, so it's our last time in Australia for the year. So we're still very early season, but we will be pushing forward a bit after this one. We might get a stage or two of the Tour of Colombia, and then we'll be pushing right on into the UAE Tour. So that's a good month ahead from where we're at now. 40 kilometers still to go on this one. We're already into the final loop that we're going to hit a few times, and it is a little bit punchy on the run-in, but it should ultimately come down to the sprinters. The breakaway of 5 riders are down to just a half minute, so they'll be caught fairly soon. Here's the penultimate time on the steepest section. It does hit almost 10%, but it's really short, so it's again down to causing a little bit of fatigue in the legs, but not going to actually split the field. Now we are starting to blink red here with our 75. It's time to speed that up and get ourselves set. 23 kilometers to go, and we got a lot of teammates who did drop back a ways, but they're moving their way back up there.
There's nobody out in front, so
just about getting ready for that final setup, that final run in, and this is our first test for our new sprint team. Down,
15 kilometers
what,
remaining.
2 key riders. German, gone. Alves Machado, gone. I think this is a good time to get organized and pull this up, though it is on the downhill section. So we now have 2 regular sprinters, and they're both getting pretty good. Rajkovic already better than where he was a year ago and much better than the year before. McKinney almost identical, a little bit better resistance, and with a +3 race day condition, it's significantly better. And now Amanatoglu is the only other sprinter we have, so that's our early go guy, the early lead out, and then it's going to be kind of neck and neck with those 2 throughout the season. Of everybody else, our top flat rating is Jorgensen. We brought a few weaker ones into this, so we're going to kind of go off of the resistance side. Except for I might swap those 2 based on flat rating. There you go. Kolk. Gonna make the early movies already at the front for us.
And he moves on to the attack.
All right.
It could be decisive.
Jorgensen taking a little hit here. Monotoglu's taking a little hit, but ultimately we're okay. Got time to recover now with 11.5K. Colt keeps trying to squeeze across the road when I want him to hang here on the left side. Leading a sprint train. He needs to lead the sprint train. All right, 10K left. Let's pull out from the pack. Establish that front position. Get Johnson ready. Get Killen ready here pretty soon. Alright, time to go 99 because we are not even emerging away from this. Here's the last little uphill section, so it's coming pretty early. It's going to get us into Johnson's move here fairly soon. There we go, Kolk done. Try to grab onto the back end and break anybody else's trying to grab our toe. Oh, Jorgensen, what is going on? Oh crap, you guys. Was this the hill or what is happening here? Monotoglu is going to burn all his energy just trying to make contact. Jorgensen. Okay, we're going to ride with Jorgensen. Johnson's already done. Killen needs to take over. It's 3.6K, so this is really late to the party. Okay, Killen, start your sprint, and Jorgensen's just going to have to do his sprint. This is going to force others to go early. 2K, 1.8, and we're way late here on these guys coming up where they need to come up. Oh, but are we going to get this thing anyway? Yes, we are. There's our 2 guys. McKinney does not overtake Rajkovic. He hangs on to that advantage as they were both still kind of sprinting to the line. So a 1-2 finish. Caden Groves grabs 3rd, so we did have some competition here. Monotoglu goes 6th, but there you go. New sprint team. Despite a couple weird moments there where we got way behind, I thought the team was right there, and then we looked back a little bit, and there's not only a gap, but a massive gap, and we had guys well near the back end of the peloton. We got lucky to still have something left. Monotoglu on this occasion actually did some really good work for the team and got 6th place. It's been a while Last season he was non-existent, where he was our leader a lot of the time the season before. UAE Tour, stage number 1. It's a team time trial, 17K. We're starting with a guy I would rather not be the one we have to start with in Eric Butt, 67. Now that he's taken his first turn, he's on a -2 as well. That doesn't help anything. We're going to send him straight to the back. But Hillary Breck is then going to take a pretty solid turn here. He's an 80 today on the time trial and 81 on the prologue. Also good resistance with the race day condition at a +3. McKinney is going to just do the one turn, and then I think we're going to have him bow out as well. So that's 3 riders just sitting on, which means we've got to get the other 5 to get us there, but we've got at least a few that are pretty dang good. Kolk, 78, 76, so he's a 77 average between them. Cook is okay, not taking a very long turn, but we'll see. How are we doing on condition? Breck still recovering, Kolk still recovering, but yeah, we're hanging in there. AFP, an 82 on the time trial, but that does mix with the prologue today. And that -2, not good, because that prologue at a 68 really brings down his average quite a bit. Breck's solid no matter how you look at it. But he's now got to try to sit on and recover. We don't want him dropping out, as he and AFP are our favorites today. I need Kolk to take a longer turn. Wow, look, we're catching up to these guys with 3.5K to go. Breck's gonna make it. Kolk's gonna make it. If AFP can take us across the line. First at the first time check. AFP is going to pull us across the line with Breck and him coming together at the same time. I don't know which one. Oh, we are not in the lead, though. We are 11 seconds shy of the lead. I don't know how that happened. We didn't lose anybody, and we were full gas to the line. I'm really surprised that we slipped to second place. But it is a good time. It's going to have us in a decent position for the overall. 3 excellent time trialists in Yamaguchi, Paddy Bevan, and Leknasund. That was the difference, but we do end up with a good time. It's Reykjavik and Eric Butt, who lost just a little bit, and didn't we have one more also fall off? No, that was it. Oh, we only have 7. Not a Grand Tour. I know that. Kevin Vermark's going to be out for a little while. Fractured thigh. We'll get him back. Following Paris-Nice. We're on stage number 3, 18 kilometers from the finish, and I'm going to set up sprint train a little earlier on this one. It's a punchy / climb for the finish on this. So we're going to burn up McKinney getting us to the base. He's already got us out front, so he's got that great flat rating. But he's not hurting Reykjavik, because Reykjavik is good on the flat, and Eric Butt's okay enough where everybody behind is still good. We're seeing just a hair in terms of fatigue yellow bar, but a lot of the chasing field is not going to have that protection. That's going to set us up. We're also going to get some points for McKinney and Reykjavik right here. Oh, well, okay. Tiny bit of points. Those guys full on attacked that unexpectedly. Get Reykjavik ready. We're going to get Eric Butt ready, because Reykjavik will not last long on the climb, and now McKinney needs to speed up. He got us through the flat.
The pack can't get strung out too far, or it's going to start breaking up.
Set him to 99 for a little bit. Give him a little bit longer. 9.5K to go. And now we're going to go on to Reykjavik, who's also going to have to push pretty hard, because he's not a good climber either. McKinney, try to grab onto the back and see if you can just split off whoever's going to follow us. Make it that much harder for them to stay in line. 8K to go. Okay, Eric Butt's -5 is feeling the pain of Reykjavik's tempo. He should be one of our leaders today, but that's not happening. Okay, Reykjavik is going to keep going. He gets a little separation, but Butt is still chasing and still basically there. Okay, 6.6. Get the next couple gels ready, and now it's time to get Kolk on the go before we get swarmed. Already starting to just a little bit. 5.5K to go. Okay, we've emerged back out front, so we're going to back off just a little bit. Kolk's a better climber than Puncher anyway. 5K to go.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 5 kilometers road sign.
All right, let's do a quick check-in on these guys. Break this. Auto there. Auto here. Kine is way back there, but he did all his work on the flat. Reykjavik way up the road. Brex lost the toe a little bit. We've got one man, Vashek, in between, but he's a puncher. He's not a very good climber. That's going to hurt him. Okay, we're in good shape. Kolk done. On to Cook. 3.8K now. So we still want to keep a similar tempo, I think. For Pereira and Breck. Still a little bit of time left, but not a ton of energy. We've certainly made this a hard race so far. I'm not quite sure we're going to make it to the end on how we want to at this point. Cook, done. Not too hard for Pereira. 2.2K. Okay, Breck's still in pretty good shape here. 0.7. Breck's got some energy to squeeze his way through this. 1K to go. Push through, push through.
There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
Nope, 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 nope. He's gonna fade. He's gonna fade. Not quite enough to make it to the end. He's got such low resistance. Bargil with the win. Yermakov second. Gegenhardt third. Right there with the new guys. Not quite. Right behind Tentoni, who took 8th. Breck grabs 9th. He needs a level. He really needs a level. He needs some resistance. He needs 2 or 3 points of resistance. And then the +3 he had today on top of that would be enough for him to compete and maybe win. Because he was climbing well. He was good. He still had some energy left, but he faded right there at the end. And then AFP, only 41st for him. That was also pretty disappointing. As good of a climber as he is. So, testing the team. UAE Tour, not an objective for us. We're just seeing how they do. What they can do. Let's continue on to the next. 40K to go on the penultimate stage, again on the UAE Tour. Despite not having the best finish last time out, the group was actually bunched up, and Hillary Breck ended up on same time as those around him. So he ended up with a pretty solid position still. Remember, we had second place on the team time trial at the opener. So Breck is still in second place overall right now. So he's actually got a chance. Unfortunately, he's on a -2 today. AFP does have a +1. Kolk has a +4. So he's got some support, but it's not going to be easy. The proper climbing stage, 23K to go, and you can see we've already been going uphill for a while, 1 to 2%. Quite a while. Quite a few kilometers so far. I mean, almost 20K, slightly uphill, and here we go for the actual climb. And you can see blinking red at 83 already. We're going to have to use gels early for Makine and Reykjavik. Even though Reykjavik is on a +5, he's still not a good climber. Oh, he's actually pretty solid today. Well, you drop him back. In fact, let's get you right behind Breck so you can take over. We're just going to ride protection for this one. Again, we're not that strong, and the guy we're riding for is not looking that great. Breakaway nearly caught. That's the last 3 riders ahead of us now. And we're almost halfway up the climb. But that still leaves us 12K to go. Right now I'm in a good position as EF is the one pushing tempo at the moment. Trying to bring that back. And it's time to readjust.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 10 kilometers road sign.
Let's begin with setting these guys to auto. See out the end of the race themselves. And then we'll reassess what to do with these 4. Cook, your task is obvious. Protect and gel. Kolk. Protect. Wait a little bit longer on his gel. Okay, here comes a big attack from Rubio, Hagita. Wow, Brachiel's got an 80 mountain. Nicely done, sir. Alright, we're going to take these 4. And now sprint train this thing, but with 8.7, we're looking at about an 8.86 is about all we can manage. Especially when Breck is not looking so good. Cook's going to give us a quick lead out just to try to answer this, but Kolk, we need his gel right now.
Counterattack by Pierre Latour.
The group is slowly thinning out due to such a frantic pace.
Alright. Now, that saved us some energy for sure. And we're still seeing an attempted big move, but right now it's not happening. Except 2 guys, Hagita and Rubio, have gone clear. But we need to go less hard. 6K to go, and you can see just how little energy we have left. But continued attacks. I mean, there is some good competition here. Did not mean to click on Breck's gel. I was trying to click on AFP's, but Cook disappeared from the order of things, and we are caught back up, so that's good. Kolk, just push for now, and until the next one comes. Breck has nothing left, so I think we're actually really gonna honestly just have to save it. We have no response right now. Gels kick in. If Kolk can just keep the pressure on, he can keep us close. But here comes the moves that we cannot respond to. But we're going to have to respond with AFP at this point. No choice. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, but that's 25 riders going clear. We were suddenly finding ourselves outside of the top 25. And that's it. That's it. We're still a step below for sure. Here's the overall leader, Yermakov. Wow, Yermakov got dropped.
Victory for Pierre Latour.
Latour takes the stage. Hamilton, Lopez. Hagita took 4th. AFP is going to miss top 20 just slightly, and Breck's going to be just behind him, but there's going to be almost a minute separating those two. At least a half minute, so GC, goodbye. Still got some work to cover. Like I said, Breck needs that +3 every day right now just to be competitive. A -2 was devastating to that, and I'm talking about his resistance. That's a 5-point swing, and he needs minimum 3, 4, 5 more points to truly be competitive. He's got the mountain rating, and between him and AFP, mash them together, we've got a good GC guy. Separate them, and yeah, we still need them to level up. But again, 21 years old. Before the end of the season, I think we'll be firing, maybe not on all cylinders, but we'll be firing on more than a 4-cylinder engine at the moment. I think we'll at least be a 6-valve, maybe an 8-valve by the end of this season, that is. All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. We do get the Cadel Evans win today. So we wrapped up nicely with a sweep in Australia. UAE, yeah, not as we were hoping, but the sprint races, yeah, looking good on the sprints. We actually did get some additional sprint wins in another race in between, and at UAE, one of the sprint stages. I think we claimed one of them, or we took second at one of them, whatever it was. It was close. Next up for us, Omloop Het Nieuwsblad, and then on to Paris-Nice and Tirreno Adriatico, where we do kick off our objectives for the year. We're going to have to replace for Marks. We'll have to figure out who to put in his place, but that's going to do it. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.